Ali Drew for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by Dean Whyte here as we've just had the announcement that the show on Saturday, Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn and the undercard is off.
Good riddance. Get rid of the fucking show. Get rid of a lot of the cunts now. I'm actually joking, sir, about that.
What's your actual reaction to that?
Yeah, no, it's a shame, man. I wanted to see the fight, man. Like most boxing fans, I wanted to see the fight. You know, these guys are putting a lot of work. Their teams are probably putting a lot of work to make this fight happen. These big fights are not quick to be done. Just like Fury was trying to get Joshua to move fast for these fights. Big fights take time. There's intricate details and things that need to be done. And you're right, yeah. These things take time, so it's a shame. All that hard work. Matchroom and DAZN have done a great job with Wasserman in the lead up to this with the media stuff, and it's a shame that it's come undone. I think the guys should be innocent until proven guilty, and they should be given the benefit of the doubt, and the fight should have gone ahead. Some people talking about the interests of the sport. Listen, these guys are fighting guys that are probably on drugs and they didn't know. So, hey, listen, I don't know. It is tricky because you want clean athletes. I get it, but at the same time, we don't want to do this to guys without being proven guilty. The evidence needs to be there, you know. So, and right now he's being proven guilty before they've even heard the case. So it's one of them. But hopefully everything gets cleared up. Either way, I like Conor. I've known him for a while, and you know, I wish him all the best. I think, you know, he's a good kid. He's put a lot of time in this, you know, gone away from his family from Australia to come here to do this, and it's just a shame this has happened. So let's see what happens.
When the news initially broke about the failed drug test, was your reaction that maybe it was a mistake, maybe he didn't know he'd been taking the substance?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I was like, what the fuck? That was like, snap, goddamn. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Listen, things happen in this game, man. You know, we had Canelo, we've had, you know, Dylan had his own situation. Also, there's loads of people that had situations. So we can't jump to conclusion. And these guys were proved innocent in the end somewhat. So that's why it's important not to jump the gun.
Do you think that the right decision is for the fight not to go ahead, or do you think in your mind that it should have gone ahead and then maybe cleared up afterwards?
Absolutely. I felt like it should have gone ahead because there's too much money, too much time invested, and I think it's hard on the fighters. They probably, you know, trained the best they've ever did, sparred the best and hard. There's so many things, you know what I mean? All the media people that's come out, you know what I mean? There's a lot of time and energy and money, and people are never going to get this time back or money back or anything. So it's one of them, but I get it though, because they say maybe he goes in there and something happens, and if he is, you know, proven guilty, then if something happens, then this and that. To be honest, in the sport we're in now, I think the doctors are doing a great job, the ambulance are doing a great job. We have evolved so much with the sport. So I think, you know, maybe they're thinking a bit too deep and far, but hey, listen, what do I know? Listen, you know, the British Boxing Board there, and they've made their decision, and obviously Eddie's agreed with them, and then they've had to pull the fight.
Do you see this fight happening again at all in the future? Do you feel like it can be put back on in however many months' time?
There is a possibility. It all depends on the outcome, isn't it? So you've got to bear that in mind, because depends what the outcome is how long where this fight goes, you know what I mean? It could disappear into the wind. And it was going to be a big payday for both guys, so that's a shame as well. So, I don't know, it's a hard one. Look, right now, obviously, we're just chatting to Derek Chisora online there. He said that Fury fight's off, this fight's off, and hopefully, you know, they can start moving everything back to December and give me my time so I can shine and go abroad and get some work done and come back. I think Dillian's meant to be fighting November the 26th. I'd like that to be moved back and all, to be honest.
Who's he fighting?
I'm not sure. There's a few names. Areola, Jermaine Franklin's in there. I think Dubois' name was mentioned, but I think that's a bit of a myth now. That one's not going to happen. But I mean, yes, there's lots to. Yes, no, man. I think there's. Hopefully, we'll see how it all turns out, man. But I mean, right now they're not having a good run, fast card and DAZN, are they? Anthony Joshua, the fight with Tyson Fury fell out of bed, so it's what it is. But Black Box Global, we're still going. November the 5th, tune in. We're going to make sure at all costs we're going ahead.
Yeah, so you've got your own show that's going ahead. Just talk to me a little bit more in detail about that.
Yeah, so this is going to be our 5th. It's going to be our anniversary at the Tolworth, 1 year. On November the 5th that we've been promoting, doing shows. So, you know, we want a great show. We've got some good fights. We're looking at Southern Area title, or not a title, an eliminator for one of the fighters. So, yeah, man, I'm happy, man. I'm really busy, though. That's the one thing I'd say, very busy. But look, it's what I signed up for, and I want to be good at what I do. And we are good at what we do, actually. So, yeah, it's happy days, man. I'm just thriving in the role. and looking after guys and building the guy's career. I think, and the next one, October the 29th, I should be in Ghana. I've got a couple of guys fighting there, maybe for some titles as well, or one for a title and one just to get a run out. So we're flying, man. We're flying at the minute.
I mean, obviously you work in boxing, but you are essentially a boxing fan. It's frustrating at sometimes, especially at the moment with all these big fights that don't seem to be going ahead. It's frustrating being a boxing fan right now.
It is, you know, like, because I wanted to see this weekend. I'm not going to lie yet again, so let me be honest and brutal. I did not want to see Joshua and Fury on December the 3rd. Joshua just came off a loss. I think he needs more time to mend mentally, physically. You know, he seemed to show quite a lot of emotions. He's human, and that happens. So I feel like next year spring will be better. You know, open air stadium, it'll be better for fans. Right now, the winter thing's long. December, you know, the cost of living has gone up. Gas, electric, all that shit. So Christmas time, it's probably a lot of money, and people would have spent it. But I mean, it's not the right time. So as a fan, I'm happy it's moved back, giving Joshua time to, you know, try to prepare for someone like Fury. I don't know if he can, but I'm happy that it's moved, and hopefully it will come back later. I'm not sure it will, because Fury might possibly retire next year. So let's see what happens. But I would have loved to see that as a fan. But there's other fights. Deontay Wilder versus Joshua's down the line. I'd like to say Dillian get his rematch against Fury, because I don't think we got to see the best Dillian against him. It was kind of just warming in a little bit, and then obviously, you know, got caught cold with that shot. But that's boxing, man, heavyweight boxing especially. So, I mean, there's great fights. Let's see what that fight with Derek Chisora, they've said that's off. Trilogy, do I want to see that? I would watch it, but it's not a fight I actually want to see. I think there's other fights Fury could take, which I'd probably like to see more. Not sure off the head right now, but yeah.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed these fights do happen in the future. Hopefully this one gets resolved and something happens. But thank you for your time, and a bit of disappointment, but best of luck on the 5th of November.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.